Good morning, students. So today we continue the last topic, that is a coordinate system. So this is our third class. So today the remaining examples will discuss it. Okay. So let us begin with the first example. So here the first example is the equation of a line bisecting the join of 3 comma minus 4, 5 comma 2 having its intercepts on the x axis and y axis in the ratio 2:1 it is. So here they are given a first one point, so I take it as a it is having the coordinate 3 comma minus 4 and the point B it is 5 comma 2 it is. So it is a passing through a point, and in the ratio 2:1 it is. So equation of a line, we will write it. Okay, so it will pass through a point using a formula we can calculate. So it is a 4 comma minus 1 here. Okay, so then the equation of line is x by 2a plus y by a equal to 1. I call it as a equation number 1. Yes, then the points are 4 comma minus 1. So x will take it as a 4 and y will be minus 1. We have to substitute this value in equation number 1. We get 4 divided by 2a and minus 1 divided by a equal to 1, and we have to simplify this equation. So simplifying we get, so that is we have to take a LCM. LCM is a 2a, so simplification we get a value as a 1 here. Then we have to substitute this a value in equation number 1, that is equation 1 becomes, I write it here, equation 1 becomes, so here we get this as x by 2 plus y by 1 equal to 1 here. So we have to take 2 as a LCM, or else the throughout this equation, instead of taking a LCM we can multiply by 2. So resulting equation is x plus 2y equal to 2 it is. So we get this as a answer. So clearly option C is a right answer. Yes, option C is a right answer. Like this we have to solve it. Okay, yes, we'll move to our next example. The question is if the lines x plus 3y minus 9 equal to 0, 4x plus by minus 2 equal to 0 and 2x minus y minus 4 equal to 0 are concurrent, then the value of a b is, then this is a concurrent means the lines are concurrent means we have to take a determinant value and that is equated to 0. So now we take x, y, z coefficient of equation 1. So this is a first equation, yes, and second equation, and this one third equation. X, y, z coefficients we have to take it, yes, and so that a determinant value we have to equate it as a 0. So we get it as first equation, x, y, z coefficients 1, 3, minus 9. Similarly second equation we have to take it, so it is 4, next it is a b and minus 2, and the third equation we have to take it 2, minus 1, minus 4. So further its a determinant value we have to take it as a 0 here. Determinant value is a 0. Then we have to assign a sign, plus a sign, minus sign, plus sign, like this. We have to assign a sign, plus and minus sign, and we have to expand it. So expansion is plus 1 outside, so cross multiply it, minus 4b minus 2. Similarly minus 3 outside, it is minus a 16 plus 2 to the 4, and so last value is here, it will be 9, right? So minus 9 plus into minus 9, cross multiplication, minus 4 minus 2b, like this. So this is equated to 0 here, like this, and this is the equation we are getting, and we have to simplify this. So simplification, we get the value of a b is minus 5. It is the value of b is minus 5, so we get this as a equation here. Okay, so correct option is b is minus 5 here. So like this we have to take it, and we have to calculate the value of a b. Yes, we move to a next example. The coordinate of the foot of a perpendicular drawn from the point 3, 4 on the line 2x plus y minus 7 equal to 0 is. So for this I am going to use one note here. So first that note I will discuss with you, and then we'll solve the example here. That is, here it is a shortcut trick. It is using this trick we have to solve it. So it is a foot is taken as a coordinate h comma k, and it is perpendicular to the point x comma y. It is x comma y on the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0. It is, then the equation is given as h minus x1 divided by a, k minus y1 divided by b, next minus of a x1 plus b y1 plus c divided by it is a square plus b square. It is a square plus b square. This is a formula. So then I use this notation here. So perpendicular drawn in this equation, it is we have to take these values, so we don't know, so it is h comma k only we need to calculate. Then from the point 3, 4, so this is a equation. In this x1 y1 we have to substitute. X1 is 3, y1 it is a 4, x1 y1. Next ab, so a is 2, b is 1, and c is it is minus 7. So we have to substitute in this particular equation. So we get h minus 3 divided by 2, k minus 4 divided by 1, and minus 6 plus 4 minus 7 divided by 4 plus 1 it is. Then we have to simplify this. H minus 3 divided by 2, k minus 4 equal to minus 3 divided by 5, and first and last equation we have to equate. We get h value is 9 by 5, and second and third we have to equate it. We get k value as 17 divided by 5 here. 17 divided by 5 we get it. So the clearly option B is a right answer. So clearly it is option B is a right answer. So like this we have to simplify. So I will define a here note in this slide, so you can take a screenshot of this. So using this is a foot is given, and a perpendicular to one coordinate is given, and one straight line is given. So using this formula we have to calculate here. So here the given information we have to note it down, and we have to substitute in an equation, and we will get a solution for h and k. That is option B is the right answer. So like this we have to simplify. So we'll move to a next example. I hope you are all took a screenshot of this. Next question is the coordinates of the circumcenter of the triangle with the vertices 2, 3, 4, -1, 4, 3 are. See, so this first point we have to take it as a, second point is a B, third point is a C here, A, B, C, and we have to use a distance formula. So distance between any point A and B is given by, it is x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So this is a formula. Using this we have to calculate here. So I am finding now AB square equal to, so I am squaring, means square root, it will become a square here. So distance between A and B is a 20 units it is. Similarly, distance between B and C, BC square is 16 units. Distance between C and A is 4 units it is. Then we observe that here the larger number is 20. 20 means it is a AB square equal to remaining two sides square it is. So BC square plus CA square. So AB square is a 20 and BC square is a 16 and CA square is a 4. 16 plus 4 it is a 20. So 20 equal to 20 we get it. So verification is done. So it is a right angled triangle it is. So it is a right angled triangle and circumcenter equal to midpoint of a AB it is. A circumcenter is what? Hypotenuse, this one. So midpoint of a AB. So midpoint of A and B is, A is this point, B is this one. So midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Next, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So simplification we get it as 3, 1 it is, 3, 1. So clearly option C is the right answer. Clearly the option C is the right answer. So we get this as answer. Okay, like this we have to solve it. Yes, we'll move to our next example. Yes, example number 19. The orthocenter of the triangle formed by the point A, B and C, it is given. So orthocenter we have to calculate here. So for this I am going to use the distance formula, that is distance formula D equal to under the square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 plus y2 whole square here. So here in this example the point A is defined, point B is defined and point C is defined. Now using a distance formula, AB or squaring both sides, AB square, you know the distance formula. So AB square we get it as a 9 and BC square we get it as a 18 and AC square we get it as a 9, and we observe that the greater number is BC. So BC square equal to AB square plus AC square. So what we observe is, see, BC square 18 equal to AB square plus AC square, 9 plus 9 18 we get it, and we observe that AB square and AC square the lengths are same here. Therefore it is right angled triangle, isosceles triangle. So orthocenter is the first point here. Yes, that is A 1, 2 it is. This will be the orthocenter. So clearly the option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Like this we have to calculate. Yes. Yes, we'll move to our next example. The question is, if the medians AD and B of a triangle with the vertices A 0, B, B 0 comma 0, C A comma 0 are mutually perpendicular, then see which of the relations are, see it is a correct, we have to verify. So first point is 0 comma B, B is 0 0, C is A comma 0, then we have to find D equal to, it is a midpoint of BC it is. So midpoint formula we have to use it. So A by 2 comma 0 it is. So similarly E, it is midpoint of AC it is. So we get A by 2, B by 2, like this we get it. So now we observe that here AD, it is perpendicular to B it is. Okay, so it is a perpendicular to B, we observe it. Therefore I take a slope of their equation. So slope of AD is multiplied by slope of B is minus 1 it is. B is minus 1. So slope we have to mention it, B divided by minus A by 2, and slope of a B is B by 2 divided by A by 2 it is. So here 2 get cancels, so simplification we get A square equal to 2B square, or else A equal to, it is a plus or minus root 2 B we are going to get it. Okay, so this is the answer we are getting. So clearly we observe that option B is the right answer. So I have taken a midpoint, and then our observation is they are mutually perpendicular like this. So here AD and B are perpendicular, so slope of AD and B we have to calculate, and simplifying we get a answer here. Okay, so like this we have to solve. Now we'll move to a next example. The lines, so they have given a 3 lines, then we have to verify that whether it is a forms a triangle, concurrent, or concurrent with one line bisecting the angle between the other. None of this here. So so here we have to start with they are concurrent here. So concurrent means like determinant value we have to take it as a 0 here, then we have to verify here. Okay, so we observe that x, y and constant coefficients will take it 2, 11 minus 5, 4 minus 3 minus 2, 24, 7 minus 20. This is equated to 0. So if their lines are concurrent, I am using the equation. So equation will become 24x plus a 7y minus 20 divided by, so we get 24 square 576, 7 square 49, magnitude I am finding, equal to plus or minus. So second line it is 4x minus 3y minus 2 whole divided by 4 square 16, y coefficient 3 square is 9. Okay, and so we will take a positive sign only, and taking a positive sign and simplifying, so we get the equation is 2x plus 11y minus 5 equal to 0 we are getting. So what we observe is the lines are concurrent with one line bisecting the angle between the other two. This is a equation. So like this we will get it. So clearly option C is a right answer. C is a right answer. Okay. Yes, we will move to our next example. The equation is A line through the point 2 comma 2 intersect the lines root 3x plus y equal to 0, root 3x minus y equal to 0 at the point A and B. The equation of a line AB so that triangle OAB is equilateral is. So we have to take a slope, we have to find it. So this is our first equation. Its slope is minus root 3, you know, minus b by a, and this is our second equation. Its slope minus b by a, it will be plus root 3, and it will be on a x axis, though therefore minus root 3 and plus root 3, the angles will become 120 degree because of tan theta. Tan minus root 3 is, it is a minus 120 degree, it will become plus root 3 means it will become 60 degree. So we get like this. So substituting in a formula, yes, we get with the x axis y minus 2 equal to 0, we get it. Therefore clearly option B is a right answer. Clearly the option B is a right answer. Okay. Okay, we'll move to our next example. A triangle with the vertices, it is given 4 comma 0, minus 1 comma 1, 3 comma 5. So that is, so first point we take it as a, this will be B, this is a C. Now we have to use a distance formula. So distance between A and B, so it is AB squared. We observe that it is a 26, and similarly distance between B and C is BC. So using a formula we get a BC square equal to 52 and AC square equal to, it is a 26. So here what we observe is, so greater number, it is a BC square equal to remaining two sides square. So we get AB square plus AC square, like this we have to get. So simplification, what we observe is 52 equal to 52. Along with that, dear students, it is a right angle triangle. Along with that, we observe that first and last two sides, they are of a equal length. Therefore it is a right angled isosceles triangle. So in any triangle, two sides of a same length, then it is isosceles triangle. Along with that, it will satisfy the condition of a right angled triangle. Therefore right angled isosceles triangle it is. Therefore option A is a right answer. Option A is a right answer. So very simple, you can verify this. Okay, we'll move to a next example. The question is, if x1, x2, x3 and y1, y2, y3 are in geometric progression with the same common ratio, then the points x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 is. So here so we will take a ratio by the given data. It is given that x2 by x1, y2 by y1, x3 by x2, y3 by y2 is a ratio. It is a common ratio, we take it as a R. So first equation simplification, so we get x2 by x1 equal to R. So we get x2 equal to R times x1. Similarly y2 equal to R times y1, x3 equal to R times x2 and y3 equal to, it is a R times y2 here. So we observe that y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2, we observe that R times y2 minus y1 divided by R times x2 minus x1. R get cancels, so we get the equation this one. So lie on a line it is. This is a correct answer. Therefore option A is a right answer. Option A is a right answer. We'll move to a next example. The question is, a square of a side A lies above the x-axis and has one vertex at the origin. The side passes through the origin, makes our angle so 0 to pi by 4, that is alpha. The position, direction of x-axis, the equation of its diagonal not passing through the origin is, we have to calculate. So here the point A will be given, so it is A cos alpha, A sin alpha it is. This is a point A. Then point C, we have to take A, it is in a next quadrant, so it will be cos 90 plus alpha. One more is A sin 90 plus alpha it is, like this it will be. Then simplification, we get it as minus A sin alpha, then plus A cos alpha it is. Then slope of a AC is, it is a sin alpha minus cos alpha divided by cos alpha plus sin alpha, we get it. Therefore equation of a AC is, so minus A times sin alpha I'm using a formula, equal to, it is a slope, it is a sin alpha minus cos alpha divided by cos alpha plus sin alpha is multiplied by x minus A cos alpha. Okay, so if you simplify this, so we are going to get y times cos alpha sin alpha plus x cos alpha minus sin alpha equal to A. Therefore clearly option A is a right answer. So like this we have to simplify it. Yes, this will be the simplification. Yes, we'll move to a next example. If the equation of a locus of a point equidistant from the point A1 B1 and A2 B2 is, equidistance means there is a point P is a present, so we observe there is a point P is a present, distance between a P and A and distance between P and P is the same. Therefore the first point I represent this as A, that is A is having a coordinate A1 B1, and we observe that B is a point, it is having a coordinate A2 and B2 it is. Then so length of a PA equal to PB, I write it because the reason is it is a equidistance. So we square on both the side, I get PA square equal to PB square it is. Yes, I hope you are understanding. Now I am using a distance formula. P and A, I am applying a distance formula. Say P is having a coordinate, suppose that x and y, so it is x and y. So apply the distance formula. So we observe that x minus A1 square y minus B1 square equal to x minus A2 square y minus B2 square it is. On simplification here, so A1 minus A2 into x we get it, plus B1 minus B2 is multiplied by y, plus c equal to, we get 0 here. Comparing the equation, we get c value is, it is a 1 by 2, it is A2 square plus B2 square minus A1 square minus B1 square it is. Like this I am going to get it. So clearly option B is a right answer. B is a right answer. So like this we get a solution. Okay. Similarly, we'll do one more example. Locus of a centroid of a triangle whose vertices are given here. First, second and third are given. T is a parametric here. It is in terms of a parametric T. Then, so we have to find the locus of a centroid. So coordinate of a centroid is given by, so x plus y plus z divided by 3, and x plus y plus centroid of a triangle is given by the formula x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. One more, y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3 it is. So substitute all these values. So we get a cos t, b sin t plus 1 whole divided by 3, we get it. One more, a sin t minus b cos t whole divided by, we get it as a 3. And on comparing and simplification, we get 3x minus 1 whole square, 3y whole square equal to a square plus b square, we get it. So clearly option C is a right answer. C is a right answer. So in this class we have discussed about the coordinate system. So very important vectors we have done, 3-dimensional, and this one. So next class one more new topic will start it. So everyone watch this video. Thank you very much.